Junior, Rebecca Morales. Junior, Andrea Vivas. Junior, Jimena Villanueva. Senior, Daniela Solis. And senior and captain, Regina Castillo. They will now perform their Hello Cheer, welcoming the San Antonio Christian Lions.
Hello and welcome everyone to another game for the San Antonio Christian Lions. I'm Hunter Smith. Thank you for joining me tonight as Lions taking on the St. Joseph Academy Bloodhounds here all the way down in Brownsville, Texas.
Good evening,
now,
students, parents, alumni, and fans. To tonight's game between the Bloodhounds and the San Antonio Christian Lions.
Broadcasting from the opposing, from the visitor side bleachers. Might be a little shaking as fans take their seats, but overall,
proved to be very competitive and exciting.
Just felt like this was going to be the better setup for me. Wasn't going to be fighting as many different film people that I would have been on the other side. Lions are getting ready to take the field. As I said, we were just under 10 minutes. 10 minutes away from kickoff. The Lions won the toss and will receive. Again, everyone, I'm going to try to make this broadcast as smooth as possible. Don't have the typical setup like I do when I'm at home. I'm doing this from a portable tripod, streaming from my phone. I have my I'm hooked up to a lapel mic. My phone is also attached to a portable battery charger to make sure this broadcast doesn't end abruptly as it did a few weeks back against Geneva. I have since prepared for that. Looks like some Lions fans are starting to find their way to the stands and into their seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask everyone to please now stand for tonight's invocation as given by Carolina del Pozo, Student Council President.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Heavenly Father, as we gather here before you on this evening of football, we pray that you watch over our athletes. Grant that we not take nights like this for granted, and give each team the grace to play their best, to be a good sport, and to realize that win, lose, or draw, we all come away winners in creation. We also pray that there be no injuries, and that you guide the players, their supporters, and all here in attendance a safe trip home. St. Martin Champagnat, Mary our Good Mother, St. Joseph, and let us always remember. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please remain standing for the St. Joseph Academy alma mater.
the alma mater of St. Joseph.
We'd ask the gentlemen to please remove your caps and let us honor America and our armed forces all over the world with the playing of our national anthem. Each year, Dave Campbell's Texas Football honors only 5 young men from around the state with its prestigious Unsung Hero Award. With the help of its partner, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, its magazine's editors spotlight great stories about student athletes who embody what their school and community are all about. Tonight, we are very proud to announce that St. Joseph's own David Rodriguez is our Unsung Hero recipient. David is an easy young man to rally behind. His tremendous attitude and team-focused approach makes him the type of student and athlete.
And here come the Lions taking the field now.
David is a superior student, school leader, and community volunteer. Joining David tonight are his parents, along with Rudy Glanick from Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
Now we wait for the Bloodhounds.
Featured in Dave Campbell's Winter Edition in TexasFootball.com. Thanks to Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, and David also will receive a $500 scholarship for his college fund. Congratulations, David Rodriguez.
For those of you just tuning in, I am broadcasting from the visitor stands tonight. I apologize for any shakiness in the camera. That's going to be a combination of just the tripod I'm using not being the smoothest when it comes to panning, and again, being in the stands as fans move up and down, might be a little bit of shaking. Hopefully nothing too bad here tonight. But I opted to go this route because and here they come. Oh, stumbling onto the field. And I'll keep us here at midfield until we are set to kick. Just under 2.5 minutes remaining until ball game, folks.
For tonight's game, referee James Houghton.
Also, really didn't want to be talking over that PA system with the speakers right next to me over here. Yes, you can still hear them, but they aren't coming in nearly as loud. And so the Lions won the toss, and they elected to receive the opening kickoff.
Set the kickoff for the Bloodhounds, number 30, Jonathan Magallanes.
And here we go. And that's going to be Brandon Richard taking it up. Still on his feet. and finally knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So the Lions going to get great field position to start this one after the magnificent return by Brandon Richard.
Let's go, Lions!
Line of scrimmage for the Lions, the 40-yard line.
So Lions get the ball already in Bloodhound territory. So far, a good start for the Lions.
Number 4, Grant Satcher.
So Satcher begins in the gun. He's got Nick Patterson, Caleb Durham in the backfield with him. And he tosses it out to Durham. Shakes off a tackle and is knocked out of bounds after picking up a couple on that run. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Lions. So Satcher dropping back. Now rolls out to his right. He's going to take off on his own. And that is going to be... And that's going to be enough for a first down, and Lions will move the chains. Lions trying to get off to a quick start here. They've really been, I've talked to Coach Elliott, they really are, this season have been a second half team and just trying to mirror the second half here in the first half against the Bloodhounds. Satcher gives it to his running back. That was Garrett Bates on the carry. And he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
2-yard loss on the play.
And he's going to lose 2. Satcher has Bates and Patterson in the backfield with him. Rolls out to his right. Looking downfield now, fires. And that is caught by Brandon Richard.
Brandon Richard.
And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, Lions.
Ruled out of bounds at the 19-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Check that. The official was signaling to move the chains, but called it back. So they're a yard short. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Now the entire playbook is open up here because of the short yardage situation. You can run, you can pass, you can take a shot downfield, see what the Lions choose to do. And Satcher's going to give it to Bates, who bounces to the outside, who's able to pick up some and more. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, Lions.
3-yard gain and a first down at the 16-yard line.
Get Nick involved.
Let's go, Lions!
Big target.
Patterson motions. Satcher gives it to Bates. And he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. Might have fallen forward for 1. And instead he lost 2 yards on that one. Satcher drops back, rolls out, looking, and he's got Caleb Durham. So that's going to make it 3rd down and manageable here for the Lions. 3rd down and 4 coming up.
9-yard reception on the play. 3rd and 3.
Officially 3rd and 3.
Block line.
Timeout on the field. So Lions are going to talk this one over before facing 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, we need 7 points.
Again, this season, Lions have just struggled to really get a lot of things going in the first half. Now, the second half of games, they've come out firing on all cylinders, oftentimes outscoring their opponents in the first half, but found themselves in too big of a hole to dig themselves out of after the first. So Lions trying to start off strong here, start off fast, get some points on the board, and really put together a complete game like they did a few weeks ago against St. Michael's. So here we go, 3rd down and 3. Satcher tosses it to Durham, who's in the backfield.
Good block, Jack. Good block, Jack.
And he is still on his feet, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down and be just short of the goal line. So 1st and goal from inside the 5.
6-yard gain, 1st and goal.
Excuse me, just outside the 5. They're at the 6-yard line. Let's see what the Lions dial up here. 1st and goal. Satcher gives it to Durham, bounces to the outside, now cutting back downfield. He's got room, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Lions. Flag down on the field, though. And the call is on the Lions. So that's going to back them up.
1st and goal from the 13-yard line.
Look like you're on the end. That's where sometimes too. Good luck going up 2 against us.
So still 1st and goal, but now the Lions backed up behind the 10-yard line. Satcher again gives it to Durham. Piles in his way through, and he'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage, just inside the 5. 2nd down and goal coming up for the Lions. Richard out wide on the right. Durham in the backfield. And Satcher gives it to Durham. He's met immediately by a pack of bloodhounds. And he is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one. So 3rd down now.
Also a yard on the play. 3rd and goal.
Block! Let's go, guys. Punch it in.
Just a costly penalty that negated what would have been a touchdown just a few plays ago. And Satcher rolling out. Keeps it. Throws it. And throws it out of bounds. So Lions are going to bring out the field goal unit. Try to put 3 points here on the board.
with a 23-yard field goal attempt, number 33.
Jake Carter. And they got to get the kick off. Kick is up and away. And it is good.
Field goal is good.
So the Lions draw first blood, and they're up 3-0 with 6:42 left to go here in the first quarter. So solid drive by the Lions, but had a touchdown negated by a penalty. Still able to put some points on the board.
Kicking off the Lions, number 33, back to receive from the Bloodhounds, number 3, Becky Edge, and number 9, Pablo Pelosi.
So Jake Carter set to kick. Kick is up and away. And here come the Bulldogs. Still on his feet. Pushing the pile now. That pile finally stops at the 45-yard line. So the Bloodhounds also going to start their opening drive out with good field position after a solid return.
Let's go defense! Can't wait so long! Throw it!
Quarterbacking tonight for the Bloodhounds is number 7, Zach Dennis.
Quarterback for the Bloodhounds, number 7, Tomas Edge.
And looking, has a man open. And he's taken down by Caleb Durham, but a good solid gain for the Bloodhounds.
For the Lions. 9-yard reception on the play.
And this quarterback for the Bloodhounds, he's very versatile. He can run, he can pass, and that pass is incomplete. And there is a flag down on the play. It's going to be an eligible man downfield on the Bloodhounds.
Watch the ball! Let's go defense!
So that's going to push them back. Bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Come on, defense!
Bloodhounds 2nd and 6 from their 49.
Just under 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Lions up 3-0. Bloodhounds facing a 2nd down and 6. After a penalty pushed them back. Motion in the backfield. And it's a pass. And he's firing deep downfield and just misses his man. So now 3rd and long for the Bloodhounds. The quarterback for the St. Joseph team, he's very versatile. He can run, he can throw. That's why you have to be very cautious. You make sure he is set to run before. Who knows when he could pop it up and throw it. 3rd down. No, it's a keeper. So he's going to pick up a few yards, but be short of the 1st down, and that
5-yard gain, 4th and 1.
And let's see if the Bloodhounds decide to punt.
Move on the ball. Guys.
Let's see if they're trying to just make the Lions jump here. And no, they are going to go for it. Gives it to his running back. And the Bloodhound's able to pick up the first down.
First down yardage for the Bloodhounds. Gillespie is stripped up by 52, Lennox Stevens.
The Lions get a stop on third down, but the Bulldogs decide to go for it and convert. Drive still alive. Quarterback is going to keep it. And he is warmed up and finally brought down at about the 30-yard line.
Tackling from edge number 43 for the Lions. Porter Dulski. 7-yard gain on the play.
Porter Dulski, one of the linebackers in on the tackle for the Lions. Yep. Gives it to his running back, and he is met in the backfield, and they're going to lose about 3 on that play. Good job by the Lions getting into the backfield and quickly.
2 yards on the play.
Let's go, defense!
So another third down. Another chance for the Lions defense to get off the field here. And quarterback keeps it. Still on his feet and finally pushed out of bounds. But that's going to be enough to move the chains. And there is an injured Lion on turf. And I believe that is Ethan Jorgensen who is down. And he is in pain. And he's able to get to his feet. But he needs some help coming off the field. And I've said this time and time again, Jorgensen is a player that this Lions team cannot afford to lose. He is someone who just flies around on the field and does a little bit of everything. Safety, receiver, backup quarterback. He's managing the kickoff. The first part of the season before Jake Carter took over. And he's been down before and been able to come back in. Let's hope that he is able to this time around. So it gives to his running back. Makes a few men keep a miss, and he is going to get into the end zone.
18-yard run. Number 28.
Bloodhounds answered the Lions points with some points of their own. Those of you just joining us, I'm broadcasting from the visitor stands. So some of that shakiness is a large part of just fans moving up and down. Sorry, I'm trying to give you guys the clearest picture that I possibly can. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Lions put up 3 points in their opening drive, and the Bulldogs answer with points of their own. They lead the Lions 7-3 with 3:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Brandon Richard, Caleb Durham back deep to return for the Lions.
Guyana's number 30 for the Bloodhounds. Back to receive number 1, Durham, and number 7, Richard.
There's the kick. And this one is going to go into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage for the Lions will be their 25-yard line.
Lions going to get the ball out at the 25. Lions had a touchdown on their last possession, negated by a holding call, backed them up. Still managed to get a field goal. Hoping to end this drive in the end zone. So 1st and 10 here for the Lions. Satcher fires. He's got Richard. And he picks up about 8 yards on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
6-yard reception, 2nd and 4.
Excuse me, 2nd and 4. He got knocked out of bounds a little earlier than I thought. Satcher in the gun with Durham. Tosses it to Durham, who gets upfield. And that's going to be enough to move the chains for the Lions.
7-yard run in the play, 1st down for the Lions.
3:22 left here in the 1st quarter. Bloodhounds up 7-3, Lions driving. So Satcher drops back, now rolls to his left, looking downfield. And they're going to call that a catch by Nick Patterson. There's a flag down.
Number 80, Nick Patterson.
And it's holding on the Lions. That's going to push them back.
Let's go, Lions!
I know it doesn't count, but that was a great diving reception by Nick Patterson. Satcher drops back, sets up the screen for Bates, and it is read. And the Bloodhounds read that one perfectly as they were ready for that one. And that's going to push the Lions back even farther.
Loss of 8 yards on the play.
Second down and not an ideal distance to go.
Let's go, O-line!
Satcher rolls out, now steps up. That pass is incomplete. And he was looking for Jack Buffington on that play. That was a vicious hit by this Bloodhound defense. So 3rd down and a mile here for the Lions.
Timeout, Lions.
And the Lions are going to take a timeout here. Decide what they want to do. .208 remaining here in the first quarter. And one thing I've noticed about this Bloodhound defense, at least at the cornerback position, their corners are turned with their hips inside, facing the inside of the field. And typically, if you're a receiver and you see that and you're one-on-one, that quick slant should be there. And and if the cornerback is in that position, they're not going to be able to get to you with a well-placed ball. So that could be an option that the Lions look to here later on in this game. Or right now, it's kind of limited to what they have to do to try to pick up the first down. But look for that later. Look for that earlier in the game. And I'm looking at number 5 right now, and now he goes head up on him. Satcher. And he is dropped down.
Satcher sacked by number 30 for the Bloodhounds, Jonathan Magallanes.
And Satcher's got to know when to get rid of the football, because when you take a sack like that, you're already backed up. Now it backs you up even farther for a punt. So the Bloodhounds going to get the ball back with excellent field position after this punt. Satcher has the ability to make those plays with his legs and extend plays, but again, eventually you have to say, you know what, I'm just going to throw it away, throw this ball out of bounds, live to fight another day.
Illegal substitution against the Lions.
And the Lions now penalized for an illegal substitution. So they're going to be backed up even farther. There's the kick. Bounce. And tripped up at the 30-yard line. And that is where the Bloodhounds will get the ball to start their next drive. Nathan Jorgensen still on the sideline getting that ankle looked at by the trainer. And the quarterback keeps it. And the ball's on the ground. And the Bloodhounds are able to fall on it.
Second and 5 for the Bloodhounds from the 23.
So second down and 5 for the Bloodhounds. And the quarterback keeps it again. And he picks up a few. Still going to be a little short of the first down marker. They're down just a yard. There's under 20 seconds left. Bloodhounds do not have to run a play here before the end of this quarter, and it looks like they are not going to be able to. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Bloodhounds up 7-3 on the Lions. Bloodhounds driving, facing a third down and 1 to start the second.
Country Championships in Waco, Texas. Over 150 runners in the 5A division will be battling for team and individual championships. This time, we'd like to draw your attention to the track where we'd like to recognize the individuals who have trained all summer and fall.
And as I said earlier, Jorgensen still getting that ankle looked at, and he's a guy, he's in the secondary, he's also one of the starting receivers, and they're already a little thin tonight as Cale Odom is out for the time being with a broken hand. So losing Jorgensen is already adding to the thinned out receiving core.
Kevin Moran, Eliu Hotel, Carlos Porras, and Antonio Salon.
Let's go defense!
A fine season so far, and good luck at the TAP State Championships.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Low snap.
Oh, that's a block in the back.
And he is taken down. Let's see if his dive gave them enough for the first down. It did not. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And the officials will measure.
I'm not sure who got that tackle. I was busy watching the flagrant block in the back. Didn't look like he gained much of anything.
And it's short. And the Bloodhounds have already converted 1 4th down tonight. Let's see if they go for it again.
Let's go, David!
And the offense is staying on the field. Again, the St. Joseph quarterback, very mobile, and he likes to keep it on the options.
Watch the ball!
Folks, the blurriness is from the people stomping on the stands. And he rolls out and is going to look for a pass downfield. And he connects to his receiver, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Bloodhounds. But there is a flag down. Let's see if that penalty will negate the touchdown.
By number 28, Mikey Maxwell from quarterback A.
Lions sideline signaling that it's going to be on the Bloodhounds.
Let's go, defense! Let's go!
It looks like it's going to be an ineligible man downfield call on the Bloodhounds.
Illegal man downfield. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, this is way too much talking. Mark it off. Let's go. Mark it off.
Ball on the field is an ineligible receiver.
So it negates the touchdown and brings it back to 4th down and much longer than a yard now.
5-yard penalty to the 24-yard line will make it 4th down and 6.
So the Lions with another chance to get off the field here on this 4th down play.
Let's go, defense!
Folks, that shakiness is this crowd getting into it here. It's a big defensive play coming up here for the Lions.
Timeout, Bloodhound.
And the Bloodhounds are going to take a timeout and talk this one over.
You already gave him one timeout.
So big penalty going in favor of the Lions after a 4th and 1 play resulted in a touchdown for the Bloodhounds, but an ineligible man downfield brought it back. The Bloodhounds are kind of in an area where it's too far, almost too far for a field goal attempt, but also if you punt it, you run the risk of the punt going into the end zone and the Lions getting the ball at the 25. So a lot of times teams will just go for the 4th down conversion, because if they don't get it, it still basically becomes a punt. And Bloodhounds coming back out.
Move on the ball.
4th down, Bloodhound.
Quarterback Heber goes for the pass. He's got a man open. And he is taken down just short, and he is in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Bloodhounds. So back-to-back 4th down plays where the Bulldogs decide to fake the run, do a little bit of a play action, which gets a receiver open downfield, and they're able to convert and get a touchdown on this play. Kick is up, and it is good. Bloodhounds now lead the Lions 14-3 with 11:16 to go here in the first half. What negated the last drive for the Lions to really get anything going was a penalty. San Antonio Christian looking to shake that off here on this next drive.
Jonathan Magallana is set to kick off for the Bloodhounds. Back to receive. Number 1, 7, Jorgensen. Correction 7, Richard.
And that's Caleb Durham. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. There's a flag down. Let's see what the call is. And it's a chop block on the Lions. So instead of getting the ball at the 30, they're going to get the ball at the 15. Satcher gives it to Bates. Gets the outside and stumbles forward. He's close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short. A good run by Garrett Bates. And again, now that you have the second down and short, if you want to take a shot down the field, you can. Because even if you don't get it, it's only third and 1. Satcher gives it to Bates again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage immediately. And he is going to lose one. Excuse me, he's going to lose 2 on that play.
3rd and 4 for the Lions.
Let's go!
Satcher rolls out. And that was Brandon Bouchard who's able to pick up the first down.
Daniel Godson, number 2, with the stop.
Those quick passes to the outside with no one to block, they're designed. The whole design of that play is that receiver has to make at least the first man miss in order for the play to work. Brandon Bouchard able to do that. Lions picking up the first down. Satcher gives it to Bates. And he is met by a pack of bloodhounds, flag down on the field.
Oh, yeah, took some time on the stop.
This is a middle school!
And it's holding on the Lions. I feel like the phrase, there's a flag down on the field, has become just oh too common. All too common for me. Satcher drops back, looking deep downfield. He was looking for Durham, just overshoots him. 2 defenders in the area.
Number 1, defending on the play, Daniel Godson, number 2.
So now 2nd down and 20. Satcher dropping back, looking now, rolls to his right.
Get open!
And he stepped out of bounds before he threw it away.
Pressuring Satcher. So now the verse of it.
So Satcher tried to throw that one away, but just steps out of bounds just before. It's 3rd down and a very, very long distance to go. Satcher floats it up. And he was looking for Bates to set up a screen. Bloodhounds sniffed that one out immediately. And Lions going to have to punt this one away. And the Bloodhounds going to get good field position to start their next drive.
Back to punt number 4. Graham Satcher set to receive number 9, Pablo Celeste.
Satcher boots this one away. And the returner fell down, and that negated what would have probably been a bigger return. Regardless, Bloodhounds getting the ball at the Lion 40-yard line.
Let's go, D!
1st down and 10. Quarterback rolls out. Now looking downfield, and he will throw this one away.
Pressuring from outside for the Lions, number 60, David Segura.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Bloodhounds. Quarterback keeps it, and he is met in the backfield immediately by a pair of Lions, but flags everywhere on the field. Lennox Stevens, one of the Lions, in on the tackle. And that's going to be on St. Joseph. Quarterback rolls out. Fires downfield, and that's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 20.
Stay with him, D. Let's go.
Short pass, and there comes the flag. That was a high tackle, but I don't think that was deserving of a penalty. And I didn't think that was a face mask. And I mean, it was no doubt a high tackle, but not a face mask. Not from what I could tell. So fresh set of downs for St. Joseph. Quarterback looking to pass. Fires a shot downfield. And that is broken up by Brandon Richard. I talked to Coach Ellard earlier this week, and he said, one thing that we have to do defensively is we have to keep everything in front of us. We can't get beat deep. Brandon Richard doing a good job that time, not letting that receiver get out in front of him. Or excuse me, letting that receiver get behind him. And quarterback keeper. Wrapped up by a herd of Lions. Jack Buffington, Portadolski, both in on that tackle.
3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down. Quarterback rolls out. Now again looking deep downfield. And pass broken up again. Brandon Richard. Almost looked like he almost came away with an interception on that play. So 4th down now.
Ready, David!
Let's go, defense!
One more down, defense!
4th and 7 for the Bloodhounds.
Watch the run! Watch the run!
And quarterback looking to pass. Going downfield. And that pass is incomplete. Josh Morales on the coverage on that play. And Lions going to take over at the 25-yard line.
What's that? What did they say? They say incompleto. No, that was Morales. That was Josh Morales. No bueno. No bueno.
So Lions take over at the 26-yard line. 6:35 left to go here in the first half. down 14-3. Lions need to put some points on the board here, eat up some clock as well. So Satcher in the gun, Bates is running back. Satcher gives it to Durham, and he muscles his way to, I think he's just short of the first down. They're going to spot him just short. What a play by Durham, muscling his way upfield. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. And again, now is the time where if you're the Lions, you want to take a shot downfield, you can, because if you don't, again, you don't complete it, it's only 3rd and 1. So he gives it to Bates. Makes a man miss, falling forward, and depending on the spot, that might be a 1st down. And the official signaling to move the chains. So Bates able to fall forward and give the Lions a 1st down. Satcher. Oh, ball's on the field. And Satcher able to throw that one away.
Block through the whistle!
So mishandling of the handoff puts the ball on the ground. Satcher quickly able to recover and then throw it away to not lose any yards. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Again, you would like Satcher to throw that ball away a little earlier, but there is just kind of that desire, that drive to try to make something happen. Another low snap. Satcher again able to pick this one up, but not able to escape this time as he is wrapped up by several bloodhounds.
Tacklers number 81, Reversivic, number 99, Martinez, and 55, Stokoe.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 16 here for the Lions. Satcher looking, and that was big number 80, Nick Patterson.
Pass complete to number 80, Nick Patterson.
Pass is complete, but short of the 1st down. Let's see if the Lions decide to go for it here.
4th down and 6 for the Lions.
Do it again. Run the same play. Let's go, Lions.
Satcher is also the punter, so he does like to drop back an extra couple yards to give himself room to kick. That is an option that they could do here, and that is what they're going to do. But movement. And it's false start on the Lions.
Legal procedure against the Lions.
So now I think if there was any desire to go for it, that has all but gone away, and the Lions are just going to punt it away. Kick is away. Lions missing a tackle there.
With the return, David Rodriguez. Stop. Caleb Durham, number 1 for the Lions. Lions coming to the Bloodhounds at a 40-yard line.
Some of the Lions fans wanting a false start on the Bloodhounds on that play. Definitely looked like they got there pretty quickly. A couple of missed tackles, though, on the punt return. Bloodhounds get the ball at the 40-yard line. And quarterback gives it to his running back, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got one. Good play by this Lions defense. Quarterback keeps it himself.
Oh, hold on, 43.
And Chris Hilliard wrapping up on that tackle. So 3rd down now.
Let's go, David!
Lions trying to get off the field and give their offense some clock left to put some points on the board before the end of this half. 3:11 remaining. Quarterback keeps it, looking to throw downfield, and overthrows his intended target. Now 4th down. I think it's safe to say that they're going to punt it, but I have been burned by that before.
Guys, heads up. Oh.
Almost blocked. And Caleb makes one man miss. Cuts it back. And finally falls forward. And they flag down on the field.
Nice lick, buddy.
The Lions crowd is not happy with it. Going to be a block in the back.
Horrible.
Legal use of hands penalty against
Or an illegal use of hands. I have I don't think I've ever seen a call like that.
Volleyball.
Legal use of hands is usually on offensive line, defensive line. Not on a punt return.
15-yard line.
Porter. Porter.
Lions get the ball at the 15-yard line. They have 2:50 remaining here at halftime, trying to get some points on the board. Claw their way back in this one. Down 14-3. Gives it to Bates. Gates showing some power running on that one. As he's going to pick up about 5. 2nd down and 5. Satcher. Looking. That was Brandon Richard in the reception. Picking up a big gain for the Lions as they near midfield. 2:01 left.
38-yard line.
You don't have to go too hurry, but you definitely want to have a sense of urgency here. Brandon Richard has speed. No one's going to get him. That's going to be a touchdown, Lions. Brandon Richard takes the short pass, makes a couple of guys miss, and finds his way into the end zone to give the Lions a chance to cut into this lead. Extra point coming up. Jake Carter set to kick. Extra point is up, and it's good. So Lions offense finally shows some life since their first drive of the game with the touchdown by Brandon Richard, and they now trail 14-10. There's 1:14 left in the half. The Lions defense finally clicking and generating. Lions offense finally clicking, generating some good ball movement, able to put some points up on the board, and they cut into this lead right before the half. Now, if you're the Lions, the one thing you also want to do here is not give up any points before halftime as well.
Let's go. I got run 2 plays all night.
The St. Joseph team, you know, they like to run. The quarterback likes to keep it, but again, that sets up their play action. Look for that early on in this next possession as they're going to try to put some points up on the board too before this drive ends. Kick is up and away. I thought I saw a flag on the play, folks, but that was not the case.
Let's make it play deep.
Let's go defense!
Evan Russell on the tackle on that kick return.
Come on, Leonard, get the ball back.
With Jorgensen out, Russell's now going to get some action in here in the secondary. Again, there's that pass. And Brandon Richard there to keep that was a touchdown saving tackle by Brandon Richard.
Get ready, get ready.
32.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's taken down right there at midfield. This Bulldog team hustling to the line. Clock temporarily stops to move the chains, but under 50 seconds left here in the half. Looking deep downfield, and that pass is broken up. Josh Morales on the coverage.
You can throw a flag on them too.
So now it's 2nd down and 10. 38 seconds left to go here in the first half. Quarterback drops back again, looking downfield. Ayers. Pass broken up. So now 3rd down and 10. 32 seconds left.
Go defense, hold them.
3rd and 10 left.
Of course, the Bloodhounds trying to score before the half because they will get the ball to start the second half. And he throws it away.
Come on, defense.
Keep the pressure on.
So 26 seconds left.
Guys, we got timeout. We got timeout.
And on the last punt, the Lions almost blocked it. Let's see if they go after it just as aggressively on this one. But the Bloodhounds are going to take a timeout first, talk this one over. 4th down and 10, 26 seconds left to go. St. Joseph leads San Antonio Christian 14-10.
Oh, here he comes.
Go get him, let's go.
So here comes the punt. Again, Lions came very close to blocking the last one. Let's see if they get it on this one. And don't get the block. And Brandon Richard falls on this one. Lions are going to get the ball at the 6-yard line. 18 seconds left.
I know he doesn't want to dive and get a roughing the kicker and give him, you know what I mean? I know. Especially the way those refs are calling stuff. Now, 18 seconds on the 6.
So now let's see if the Lions are going to try to take a couple shots deep downfield, or if they're just going to run the clock out and head into halftime only down 4.
It wasn't legal hands. It was either blocking the back or it was nothing. It was a great block. It was not illegal hands.
Come on, Lars, you got a block.
It was close. Well, as long as you're in front of him, as long as you get your helmet in front of him, you're okay.
Satcher under center. And Lions are going to take a knee, and they're just going to run the clock out and head into the locker room at the halftime, down 14-10.
Yeah, it was. Look, it's still high and bad, and that's when it's that close.
That will be the end of the first half of play with your scorers. St. Joe Bloodhounds 14, San Antonio Christian Lions.
What do you mean?
Way to go,
I don't know. Usually when I've heard of illegal hands to the face, it's like a defensive end or a defensive lineman who's got their hands up here when they're blocking. I've never heard it called on a secondary receiver or anything. I've never heard it called on.
Now please direct your attention to our homecoming court
That's what I said. I was
presentation.
like, what is? I've never heard that called before on that type of play.
Now introducing our cheer judges, Ms. Regina
It
Castillo.
was kick over a punt return.
She is the daughter
it was-
of
yeah, it
Mrs.
was
Steve
kickoff.
Peña.
What is that?
I think everyone here said that.
Regina is the captain of the cheerleading squad and is a member of Mayor's Youth.
Oh, I
She
mean,
is escorted today by
if you
Dennis
look,
the Blood.
their second half team, there's several games where they've outscored their
Next is our
opponents in the
sweetheart
second half,
Duchess,
but they've been in a big
Carla
hole.
Paola
Now, only
She
down
is the daughter
4,
of Mr.
just
Luis
gotta,
Enrique and
it's a
Ms.
couple
Carla
little
Raza.
things here and there that if they can just not have the penalties, they're good.
Carla is involved in Sweethearts, Mayor's Youth,
I do too.
Yearbook, Green Team, and
Otherwise,
Ultimate.
it's gonna be a long
She's
drive.
also a dance student and a dance instructor at Masters of Movement Dance Institute.
Not fun.
After graduation, she plans to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio. Escorting
Yeah, we
Carla
saw.
is
Yeah.
Renato Garcia Moreno, son of Mr. Alejandro and Ms.
I
Maite
mean, we
Garcia
only saw
Moreno.
the high school. I mean, it was a nice little small school.
Our ninth grade Duchess is Ana
That
Paola
I
Gonzalez.
did like to stop there because guys were able to get out, stretch their legs a little bit, kind of. That way, you're not just 4 hours straight. It's really hard to recover from, rather than 2 hours at a time.
Escorting Ana Paola today is Javier Garza.
They have
son of
8.
Mr. Javier
They have
and
3
Ms.
more
Nadia.
first downs. That's the stats.
Next,
We're on the
tenth
left.
grade Duchess is
They're on the
Katia Maria,
right.
daughter of
we have a
Mr.
lot more
Jesus
first
and Ms.
downs.
Veronica Maria.
Yeah, but I missed. There's the in the middle of the first quarter when they went from the 45 down to the 35. There was 3 first downs, but I got the yards. I just didn't get the first down.
Okay.
So they've got 11.
Okay.
Okay, but we're 15 for -7 in our rushing. Remember the SACS count is rushing,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to use it, do you want to use it?
Yeah, I used to.
Now introducing
tell
our
me when
11th grade Duchess, Allison Stokovia. She is the daughter of Mr. Terry and Ms. Monique Stokovia. She is involved in volleyball, PPLT, pen clubs, and Mayor's Youth. Escorting Valley today is Diego Alonso, son of Mr. Ricardo and Ms. Hispania Aguilar. Our 12th grade Duchess is Renata Alberto, daughter of Mr. Gilberto and Ms. Laura Alberto. Renata is the leader for both Mayor's Youth and Texas Save War. member
So,
of the
looking
National
at some
Army
stats from the first half, fairly one-sided,
and a team member
or
of the
fairly
varsity
even.
team.
Fairly even across the board, except for just a couple exceptions. Lions have gotten 20 first downs this game.
Escorting Renata today is
The
Jennifer Esparza,
Bloodhounds have
and
gotten
team
11.
member Esparza.
Here's the big thing. Lions, 15 rushing yards, 15 rushing attempts for -7 rushing yards. Now that also carries into sacks. The Lions have been sacked 3 times for -22 yards. Meanwhile, St. Joseph has not given up a sack tonight. 4th down conversions, Lions are 0 for 3. St. Joseph is 2 for 3. 3rd down conversions, St. Joseph 1 for 5. But again, they've gone for it on 4th down a couple times, been able to convert. Passing yards, Lions ahead in that category, 128 to 46. But again, the big thing is they have 69 rushing yards. Lions have -7. Average yards per play, St. Joseph is averaging 5 yards per play. The Lions averaging a little over 3. Neither team has a turnover, though. And so the total yardage, the Bloodhounds only 130, the Lions 111. So again, across the board, pretty even with the exception of the rushing yards and the sacks given up. Lions have given up 3 sacks. It's led to -22 yards. That goes into your rushing yard count. That's why the Lions are sitting at -7 in this first half. But again, only down 4. They've been a better second half team. If you negate a couple penalties here and there, it could be a completely different story. So, again, I believe the Lions are going to turn it around here. But just a quick look at the first half stats from the game. It's a bit of a long halftime at 25 minutes. And one thing to note too, Ethan Jorgensen suffered an ankle injury early in the game, and he was really the training staff was looking at him for most of that first half. Towards the end, he was walking on it, trying to stretch it out. Hopefully we'll see him back in the second half because, again, you're down Cale Odom at receiver. So Jorgensen, you're already having to go to your reserves. Jack Buffington, who's he's primarily defense, gets in on offense a little bit, but now having to get involved in the offense a little bit more, and that could be one of the issues that the offense is kind of struggling with, is they've had to make those adjustments, and it took them a while to finally get things clicking. Some very interesting penalties. I want to go back to the illegal hands to the face on the kickoff return by Brandon Richard. I was just talking to a fan in the stands, and I told them I have never seen that penalty called on a specialist player, a receiver, a defensive back, running back. I've never seen that called on them. Typically, when that penalty is called on a player, it is an offensive or defensive lineman, and it's because that lineman is pushing up against the face mask and causing the opposing player their neck to just tilt back. And that's one of the reasons why they have that penalty, is to keep players from basically just trying to break the neck by doing an uppercut on the opposing player. But very, very interesting. Never seen that called. I really would like to talk. If I could, I would love to talk to the official and say, so what was that? But if you take the Lions' first drive and their last drive of the offense, first drive and last drive of the half, I'm not talking about where they kneeled it to go in. I'm talking about the scoring drive, the two scoring drives. They're able to move the ball. I think the big thing is Thatcher needs to get the ball out of your hands to where he's not holding on to it as long. Now, some of that isn't necessarily play design. Thatcher just himself needs to be able to get the ball out quick. And just little things like that. Short, quick passes, give it to guys like Patterson, Richard, Durham, those guys that if they make a guy miss, they can give you a big amount of yardage. A quick 5, we saw Brandon Richard's touchdown. It was a short little 1-yard pass. Richard took it the rest of the way. Little things like that. And And if they're able to do that, they're going to be able to put a lot more points up on the board and get back in this ball game. And one thing too, you have to look at with at least the second touchdown by the Bloodhounds, they got the ball already in Lion territory. That was an issue they had last week against Holy Cross. Their defense performed well, but we're getting the short end of the stick with the opposing offense already starting in their own territory. So if Lions can just move the ball more efficiently to get to about the 40 or midfield, that way they give the defense the long field to work with instead of having their backs against the wall with not having that much yardage between them and the end zone. Just under 20 minutes left in this first half.
We honor not only these 4 classes tonight, we honor all our alumni that have come tonight to join with us in celebrating our fine tradition here at St. Joseph Academy. Once again, welcome classes of 2008, 1993, 1988, and 1978. Welcome home.
Coach Dolsky, do you have an explanation for the hands to the face penalty?
The illegal use for the hands?
Yeah, illegal use of the hands.
No, that was a missed call.
I'm like,
if it's anything, it's a block in the back.
yeah, because I'm like, that's usually on offensive line.
Well, but it was close. I thought he was okay. He had his helmet across the guy's face, but it was close. And when it's that hard of a hit,
yeah,
they're always like, whoa. What just happened?
Exactly. It's almost it's a knee-jerk reaction just to throw the flag.
I got individual stats.
What?
Individual stats.
No, I think I'm good. I think I summed it up for the most part. Well, actually, what's Bates' rushing total?
-6.
Ah. Never mind.
As you may have noticed by now,
I was gonna say like, oh, this is where the sack penalty, where the sacks come into play, but never mind.
SecondWinInitiative.com. Second Win Initiative is a project-oriented campaign that aims to benefit many by focusing on helping others who truly are in need. For 42 years, Coach Mimigatsa has been a track and field coach here at St. Joe and has touched the lives of thousands of students, parents, and teachers. Through this initiative, Coach Garza and a number of St. Joe alumni are working on creating a nonprofit organization to help others through projects. First project will be something near and dear to Coach Garza, so stay tuned. One of the key factors of this campaign is a presentation that will be submitted to Nike through a professional video, and we need everyone's support. Part of the video consists of testimonials from people who have been affected by Coach Garza. Everyone is encouraged to stop by the Middle Division building and say a few words. Another part of this professional video is a scene where Coach Garza jogs on the St. Joe track in the neighborhood with a crowd of people representing all the people he has coached throughout his career, alumni, and others. We are looking for volunteers to be part of the filming as extras tomorrow, Saturday, October 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please come meet at the Middle Division Gym here tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, please visit St. Joseph Academy's Facebook page. We remind everyone to like us on our St. Joe Facebook page. It's really done and very well done. We look forward to seeing everyone tonight, tomorrow, to help make this initiative a huge success.
Now, I would think I would be used to standing the whole game by now, but that has not been.
That's not the case, huh?
No.
We also would like to thank one of our sponsors, Raising Cane's, who, if the Bloodhounds have a victory tonight, we'll be giving away a free coupon on the way out at the game. So we remind you, Bloodhounds victory, Raising Cane's, who is proud to be here at the game tonight, will be giving away a free coupon.
Decided to pan it on the clock. That way, folks, you can monitor how much time is left in the half. I'm going to jump off headset here for just a little bit, kind of sit down, stretch my legs a little bit, get a quick drink of water. But yeah, I just wanted to pan that over so you guys are able to monitor from your computers or whatever device you're watching this from at home.
Text me if you can hear me, Brian Lewis.
I took my mic off. I was about to say, I did get a message from his grandparents saying that they were really appreciative of it.
I'd like to remind everyone of our annual fundraiser Taste of the Town here at the campus of St. Joseph's Academy on the courtyard. Thursday, November 8th. That is
I'm not set to do the season. I might.
2 weeks from last night. 2 weeks from last night, November 8th, Thursday, here at 7 p.m. Our 2018 Ring of Honor recipient, Jeff Gowan. We have lights here from some of the finest local restaurants and plenty of door prizes, a live and blackboard auction, beer and wine, silent auction, and music. We remind everyone to get their tickets and attend the annual Taste of Town Thursday, November 8th, 7 p.m. Also, they're selling raffle tickets down here by the concession stands for that event. Raffle tickets are available now, and first prize is 1 year of tuition, 1 year of free tuition, value up to $10,000. Tickets are only $100, and they're selling those tickets down here by the concession stand. Once again, support your St. Joseph's Academy School with Taste of the Town attendance this year, November 8th. Thank you.
Used to work for ESPN and now has his own company. His son is a sophomore and he does it for Western.
Okay.
He's on the crew at Western. So he works the camera, they have a film, they put it all together. So obviously it's
Right. Very favorite school. Oh, your head was right in the way. I know, I just realized it. I mean, I've seen him every week. He takes the lick here. He's slow to get up, but he's right back out there the next play. Really? So it was a helmet to the calf. It wasn't. It's not his ankle. Okay. Where's Mr. Ronald? Was he up? Well, folks, we're just under 10 minutes left here remaining at the half, and I just got some injury update on Ethan Jorgensen. So it was not an ankle injury. He took a helmet to the calf, his right calf, and it basically just he's got a big knot. He was stretching it out, icing it up, and towards the end of the half, he started doing a little bit of running. So more than likely, he's going to at least give it a go. Can't say whether or not he will play the remainder of the game, but is at least going to give it a shot. And that is very good news for this Lions team again, because you're down Cale Odom. To be down Jorgensen as well would be a huge blow to this receiving corps. And the Lions, I hear them making their way to the field. So the team warming up. I'm still not seeing Jorgensen down there on the field. Might still be getting a little extra work done. And here he comes. as he trots back out to the field, now joining everyone in warm-ups. 5 minutes left until we start the second half. Lions down 14-10. Had a couple drives that just had some penalties that killed them. But Lions, if they're able to if the Lions are able to really cut down on those penalties and not have those drive killers, there's no reason that they're going to be able to get right back into this game. Now, it's very important here, this opening possession, as the Lions won the toss, they received the opening kickoff. So, St. Joseph Bloodhounds, I always want to say Bulldogs. I don't know why. I guess because I've never really heard Bloodhounds as a mascot. Bulldogs is something that I've heard more of. But the Bloodhounds, they will get the second half kick, and it's very important to not give up a touchdown or points of any kind here on this opening drive to get your offense the ball back it'd still be a one-score game. So that's going to be the crucial point for the start of the second half.
Gabe, you came by yourself? You want to come? You came in a bus?
This tripod, it works great if I want to do like a big pan, but if I just want to move it just a little bit, it's not very smooth.
Come on, O'Brien.
.245 left to go. And folks, I apologize for not naming a lot of the St. Joseph players. The roster that I printed out that was on Max Preps, and it said the varsity 2018 team, is not up to date. Case in point, I have number 7 listed as Zachary Dennis, and that is not the name of the quarterback.
Tell the truth. I had a 5 and 6-year-old basketball league. Camille's playing 5 and 6. And then he had a 7 and 8. All girls studs.
And also, folks, another thing that could have led to the slower start in this first half for the Lions, this is a 4.5-hour drive down here. Now, the coaching staff, about 2 hours in, they stopped, players got out, ate lunch, they did a walkthrough to kind of keep their bodies warm. That way they're not just getting off the bus right after a 4.5-hour drive. They've had some, it's only really been 2 hours, 2.5 hours that they've been on the road. So your body feels a little bit more fresh. So good job of the staff doing that. But again, it's still a long drive. It's not like a trip to Austin or just a trip a little farther into San Antonio. So, or San Marcos, as they've gone in the past. But again, this is a second half team. They've showed that time and time again. They're only down 4. So you stop them here, you score, and you have the lead. But again, the important part is stopping them on this opening drive.
Other scores this evening, second quarter score, Manning Eagles 7, San Benito Greyhounds 0. Harlingen Cardinals 6, Los Fresnos Falcons 0. And Raymondville Bearcats 27, Port Isabel Tarpons 0.
Let's go, Lions!
So Jake Carter's set to kick off the second half.
Back to receive the kick, number 3, Matiev, and number 9, Pablo Solesi.
And here we go. Ball bounces on the turf.
Pablo Solesi with the return.
So the Bloodhounds able to start off the second half with a good return, which looked like it wasn't going to be a very good one, but just able to make the plays. Couple missed tackles by the Lions. Quarterback gives it to his running back. And he's taken down after he passes midfield and into the Lions territory. That is going to be a first down
Let's go defense!
for the Bloodhounds.
14-yard run on the play.
And he keeps it. And he'll pick up a few.
By number 43.
He's dragged down at about the 40.
Second down and 6.
Second down, 6 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Again, Lions need to keep them from scoring to make it to keep it a one-score game. Gives it to his running back again. And he's still going. Fine. And oh, the ball is loose. Caleb Durman fell on it. And what a play. Folks, that shocked everyone. All of a sudden, I just see Durham running the other way and realize, hey, he's got the football. Heads up play by Caleb Durham, and what a changer for the Lions. Only down one score now. Just forced a turnover on defense, the first turnover of the game. Goes to San Antonio Christian's defense. So Satcher in the gun, and he gives it to Bates. He gets a few on that one, not much. Lions typically, they know they're not necessarily going to win with their run game. They know their best options are on the outside, but they say they want to run the football enough to keep the defense honest, not let that defense think they're one-dimensional. So second down, 10 yards to go, and flag is down. Let's see what the call is.
Legal procedure penalty against the Lions.
And legal procedure against the Lions is the call. It goes in and out. Durham. And He picks up a decent amount of yards, and that's going to bring up about a 2nd down and 5.
9-yard reception from 22, 36.
Hold the line!
Satcher looking, rolls out to his right, now going downfield, and he was looking for Patterson, but just out of reach.
80, Nick Patterson.
So 4th down. And Satcher drops back for the kick. It's going to take a Lion bounce and go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. And folks, if the broadcast seems to be going in and out of focus, that might not so much be me myself, but just because I'm streaming and I'm using data. I'm having to use cellular data, and the reception is not the best down here, so that could be causing some of the in and out of focus looks. Good to his running back, but he is swarmed down, and there's Jorgensen back on the field, and he flies. He flies in there to make a tackle. So good to see him back down on the field and moving pretty well based on that play.
Get ready! Get ready!
Running back. And he'll pick up a decent amount. He's going to be down at about the 44-yard line. And we have an injured Lion down on the field. Folks, I believe that is number 23, Jack Buffington. And Buffington is up on his feet. And he's able to walk off the field on his own power, but trainer right there with him. Back to the action. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Lions trying to get off the field and give their offense the ball back. Gives to his running back. Trying to bounce the outside. Now cuts back inside. And a wall of white jerseys is right there to push him back. So he picked up a yard, but short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 4th down here. In the first half, they were 2 of 3 on 4th down attempts. Let's see if they try to go for it again here. And they are going to go. And that pass is broken up. That's Richard and Durham there to break up that pass. Lions going to take over with good field position. And I know Richard and Durham are going for the interception, but one thing that they need to remember is it's 4th down. You have a better chance of getting the ball. If you intercept the ball, you're more than likely not going to make it back to the original line of scrimmage that you would get it if you just knocked it down. So Lions actually catching a break there by not intercepting the football. So Satcher's in the gun. Now it's Chris Hilliard who's in the backfield. He gives it up the middle, and he is a very powerful runner, folks.
Ball carrying number 3, Hilliard, on the stop 99, Sergio Martinez.
Let's go, Lions!
6-yard carry on the
Hilliard does not go down easily, and he often will fall. He doesn't fall backwards. He falls forward, folks.
Come on, Andre. Let's go, Lions!
Thatcher looking for Richard. So that's going to pick up a few, and that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, Lions.
First down to 33.
Let's go, Lions!
Satcher. Now Satcher's going to keep it himself, and he picks up a couple on the keeper. So he's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play. Officials say 6 yards.
Let's go, Lions!
Second down and 4. And he was looking for his tight end, Patterson.
Gotta make that play! Let's go, Lions!
Third down and 4. Satcher gives it to Hilliard. Muscles his way forward. Still on his feet.
Way to go, Chris! Let's go, Lions!
And a little slow to get up there is the center, Johnny Contreras. A sigh of relief, folks, because I honestly thought I saw a flag being thrown at the start of that play. First and 10 for the Lions. Satcher rolls out. Ball is tipped. Again, he was looking for his tight end, Patterson.
Defending on the play, 2, Daniel Godson, and 13, Chantel Arnold.
Let's do it again! Come on, Lions! Come on! You guys can do it!
So now second down and 10.
Let's go, Lions!
Satcher gives it to Hilliard. He's able to stay on his feet, but met by a couple of bloodhounds.
Hilliard tackled out of bounds by 55, Stokoliak, and 13, Dale Allen.
Go, Andre!
Andre Flores is slow.
Hold on, Luke.
He is down.
Is that Andre?
Flores is trying to get up, but just unable to. As the training staff taking a look. And he's up on his feet. But he is needing some help to get to the sidelines.
Loss of a yard on that play, 3rd down 11.
What happened? YouTube went down? Uh-huh. I haven't gotten an indication. Satcher looking for Jorgensen, unable to haul that pass in a little high, but as the saying goes with receivers, if it hits you in the hands, you need to come down with it. So the Lions electing to go for the field goal attempt here.
.32-yard field goal attempt by the Lions.
Kick is up. And it is good. So with 4:33 left to go in the 3rd quarter, the Lions have made this a 1-point game as the Bloodhounds lead 14-13.
Stay in your lane.
Kick is away. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Penalty flag on the play.
And they're going to elect to re-kick. Kick is away. Goes back to about the 10-yard line. Still on his feet. And they are able to, and the Bloodhounds are going to take over at about the 36-yard line.
The tacklers number 43, Bogdanowski for the Lions. Bloodhounds first down at their 37.
Bloodhounds offense comes back to the field. Lions have cut into their lead to make it only a 1-point game. Bloodhounds still lead 14-13. And he gives it to his running back. And he picks up decent gain, still short of the first down. It's going to bring up second down and short. And quarterback pass. Looking deep downfield. And that pass is broken up. Josh Morales on the coverage. And there's a flag down on the field. Lions indicating that it is on the Bloodhounds. And it is.
Legal procedure.
It's a legal procedure. So instead of second and short, they're now going to be facing second down and 8.
39 yards.
And he keeps it. Met by a herd of Lions. They're still pushing him back. And so he's got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. It's a big third down for the Lions. It's a pass. Looking downfield. So they complete the pass. It depends on the spot of the ball.
9-yard reception.
And that's going to be enough for the first down. Gives it to his running back.
David Rodriguez with the carry.
And he picks up about 5 on that play.
43 Doski.
This is just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. A 1-point game. Second down and 4. Gives it to his running back who has a hole.
Maxwell up the middle.
And he will pick, and he'll pick up the first down. Just tackled by Hilliard on that play.
37-yard.
First down and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Tackled from behind.
Correction from us, edge, keeping the ball up the middle.
Looked like that was.
Doski number 43.
Hold him!
Gives it to his running back. And again, met by a wall of white jerseys. As he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that will do it. So another third and long coming up for the Bloodhounds.
Third and 5.
Let's go, defense!
3rd down and 5. Gives to the running back. He's got a hole. And wide open lane. He will score.
32-yard run by number 15, David Rodriguez.
The running back David Rodriguez on the touchdown.
Holding for the extra point,
Joel,
Jackson Rodriguez,
Joel,
number 1 with
Joel.
the
The T's on the 40. The T is on the 40. Our T is on the 40.
Kick is up. And it is good.
Point is good.
So after the touchdown, the Bloodhounds now lead the Lions 21-13 with 1:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Now, it's still a 1-score game. No need to hit the panic button, but the Lions need to move the ball effectively here on this drive. Again, if they don't come away with points, they at least want to be able to pin the Bloodhounds deep into their own territory.
Set to kick off for the Bloodhounds, Jonathan Magallanes, number 30, number 1, number 7.
Kick is away. And that is going to be Durham on the return. He's got a lane. And Durham just shy of midfield. Lions going to get the ball at the 49-yard line.
Number 30.
Big return by Caleb Durham.
And the scrimmage, the Lions will be their 49-yard line.
Durham is like a bullet out of a gun when you give him just a little bit of a lane. Almost took that one to the house. So 1st down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Lions down by 8. Minute left here in the 3rd quarter. He gives it to Hilliard. Muscles his way forward. The ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and Bloodhounds are signaling that they have it, and that is the official call.
On the recovery, number 15, David Rodriguez.
So Lions get great field position, but put the ball on the ground, and now St. Joseph will get the ball right about midfield.
Let's go, defense! Come on, defense!
They're going to get the ball at the 46-yard line.
Just get one the ball.
And he gives it to his running back. And
Maxwell down to the 2-yard line.
well, folks, a lot of fans wanted that to be a fumble.
52-yard.
But a couple of Lions in on a touchdown saving tackle. The ball still down at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Quarterback keeps it, and he's wrapped up right away by 43 Podolski getting in the backfield and quick. Good job by Dolsky wrapping up and hanging on until help arrived. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Bloodhounds lead the Lions 21-13, and St. Joseph is threatening to score as they are down at the 1 yard line, facing second and goal.
Second and goal for the Bloodhounds to the 1 yard line.
So here we go. It's the final act, fourth quarter.
Get the ball back.
And gives it to his running back. Again, met right away.
There you go.
Directing tackle for a 1 yard loss. Richard.
So great job up front by this Lions defense to push.
Direction 3 yard loss.
That was really a huge loss when you think that they only had a yard to go. And they are going to get in on the third attempt.
4 yard run by number 9, Pablo Solesi.
Again, the defense really kind of getting the short end of the stick on that drive as the Bloodhounds got the ball right nearly at midfield because of a fumble on the offense. Kick is away, and it is good. So after the extra point, Bloodhounds lead the Lions 28-13. There is 11:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Another thing about this Lions team is they have showed time and time again they can score in a single play or they can score extremely quickly. So that's going to be something that they need to do here, as just the amount of time, this is the last quarter. Now time is going to become a factor. Either Durham or Richard needs a big return here for the Lions. A return for a touchdown could be something that could really shift the momentum back into the favor of the Lions.
Kicking off is number 34, Pablo Besado.
Keep on kicking to him, to the house.
All right, and that's Richard coming out. Richard's got one man to beat and pushed it out of bounds. What a return by Brandon Richard. And if he doesn't get pushed out of bounds, that defender was not catching Richard. Luckily, the sideline was his friend on that play. Otherwise, Richard was gone.
Let's go. Right here, right now. Let's go.
So here comes the Lions offense. Put the ball on the ground last time they took the field. Trying to make this a one-score game once again. Satcher looking. Fires to Durham. Cuts back outside, and he looks like he's going to be waiting for the signal by the official. And that's going to be enough for a first down for the Lions. Satcher gives the Beatty a little bit of a spin move, still on his feet, and muscles his way for a 1 yard gain at the most.
Second down and 9.
Satcher in the gun, tosses it to Bates. He'll get a couple on that carry. Still going to bring up third down and long.
Third down and 6 for the Lions from the 11-yard line.
It's third down and 6. And there's movement by both parties. Let's see who they call it on. And it's on the Lions. It definitely looked like a bloodhound jumped first and might have caused the Lion player to move.
Bring it back off, man.
Third down.
To Richard, or excuse me, Durham.
Come on, guys!
Reception by Durham. They have Maloya tackling him out of bounds.
So now they get back to the not quite the original. Excuse me, not quite the original line of scrimmage. But fourth down and 10. This is obvious fourth down territory.
Fourth down, Lions.
You don't just need to come away with points, you need to score a touchdown. 9 minutes left in the ball game. Satcher rolls out. Now fires, and that is almost intercepted.
Pressure the quarterback, number 30, Magallanes. And the Bloodhounds will take over on downs.
So the defense doesn't get the interception, but it was fourth down, so Bloodhounds will take over at the 15-yard line. A couple weeks ago against Geneva, Brandon Richard took an interception back to the house for a touchdown. Lions could sure use that here tonight. Gives it to his running back. Still staying on his feet. And he'll get about 5 yards on that run. Quarterback keeper. And he's taken down by Brandon Richard. There is a flag down on the play. Lions fans saying that it should be holding on St. Joseph. And that appears to be the case. Holding on the Bloodhounds. Gives it to his running back. He goes forward. It's 3rd down now coming up.
Attacking Radowski, number 43.
Less than 7.5 minutes left here.
3rd inning.
And now really you're starting to see the St. Joseph team take their time.
David Rodriguez, ball carrier. Hilliard, number 3, with a stop.
So that is going to be, looks short of the 1st down. Yes, it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. And let's see, do you decide to go for it here? Because if you don't get it, you're going to give the Lions great field position. There's the word I was looking for. See what they decide to do here. And if you're the Lions, you want them to go for it, and so if you because if you stop them, you get the ball back at your inside your own 30-yard line.
For both these ball clubs, the Bloodhounds will be off next week. We'll play 2 weeks from tonight here at Canales Field on November 9th in a district matchup as they host the Holy Cross Knights. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Christian Lions will play at home next week. They'll play home in San Antonio against as they host at 7:30 p.m. next Friday night. They host Corpus Christi John Paul II.
So 6:24 left to go in the ball game. Lions down 28-13. Bloodhounds debating on whether or not they're going to go for it on 4th down and 1 inside their own 30-yard line. And if you watch them though in between snaps, with the exception of this play right here, and it looks like they're going to punt it away. They are starting to they are waiting until that play clock gets to about 15 to 10 seconds left because they are trying to eat up as much clock as they possibly can. They know they're up by 2 scores, so that's why they're trying to beat the Lions by not giving them enough time left to score.
They move.
And the kick is away.
The punt by Solesi.
And it's going to take a Lions bounce going forward. So the Lions going to get the ball at the 45-yard line. Down by 15, 2-score game. Need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie.
Let's go, O-line. Come on, O-line.
Gives it to Brandon. Brandon picks up the 1st down. And on that play, the corner had his hips completely turned inside. Brandon Richard did a quick slant to the inside. It was right there. There was no way the corner was going to be able to catch up. And there was no way the corner was going to be there to make a play. Good job by Satcher reading that.
Come on, O-line.
Satcher looks for Patterson. Patterson's still on his feet. And now the ball is on the ground.
On the fumble recovery.
And it's Bloodhound football. Patterson took a lick on that play.
Crossing the fumble, number 15, David Rodriguez, and on the fumble recovery, number 2, Daniel Garza.
Now the Bloodhounds take over the 34-yard line. Under 6 minutes left here in the ball game. Gives it to his running back. And he will march his way for a first down.
Carrier.
And if you watch the team, they are taking their time. They're in no rush. I don't think they're going to try to snap this ball until about 15 seconds left on the play clock. In fact, I don't even think they've called it. They're not even calling in the play until about 15 seconds left. Quarterback keeper. And Portadolski is right there. And excuse me, folks, that was not a first down. It was actually a yard short on the previous play, but they were able to make a first down on the play that we just saw. Good job by Portadolski, though, getting in the backfield. Just when you only need a yard, it's difficult when the player can just fall forward. So again, that last play, they did not snap it until the play clock had reached 4. Play clock is about 10 seconds right now as they head to the line to snap it. Flag down on the play. It's a false start.
Legal procedure against the Bloodhounds.
And it's against the Bloodhounds.
Let's go defense!
So 4 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Quarterback keeper. And he's met by a couple of Lions.
Timeout, Lions.
And the Lions take a timeout. Just under 4 minutes left. .352 left. Lions down 28-13.
.32-6A action this evening. Third quarter score: Hannah Eagles 10, San Benito Greyhounds 0. Fourth quarter score: Harlingen Cardinals 6, Los Fresnos Falcons 0. From Sam Stadium this evening, PSJ Memorial 28, Porter Cowboys 5.
And flag on the play. And it's a false start on the Bloodhounds.
Second quarter scores: Raymondville Bearcats 34, Portersville Tarpons 0. Real Harvard Bobcats 14, Progresso Red Ants 14. Second down for the Bloodhounds.
Gives to his running back. Still on his feet.
They will
he'll get back to a few yards short of the original line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run. So big third down here. Lions trying to get the ball back with some time on the clock. And he gives to his running back. And he goes just about nowhere. And the Lions take a timeout.
Timeout, Lions.
So there's 2:56 left. Lions about to get the ball back. They only have one timeout remaining, though. So you got to think you want a big return here from either Durham or Richard to set up good field position. You have to score quickly, and then the question is, do you go for two or do you go for one and wait to go for two if you score again? And it's going to be Durham that's back to return.
Back to punt number 9, Buffalo Celeste.
And Bloodhounds are going to take a timeout as well. And Durham picks it up. And Caleb finally goes down at about the 40-yard line. So 2:44 left for the Lions to work with, trying to score 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Empty backfield. Satcher drops back. And looking in the middle of the field, his intended receiver was Jorgensen on that play. I don't know if Jorgensen just didn't get his head around, thought it was a different route, but a little bit of a miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. .240 remaining. Satcher now looking. And he was looking for Brandon Richard, but unable to come up with a completion. So now 3rd down and 10.
Third and 10.
Satcher looking. Ball's tipped and falls incomplete.
The ball down, number 30, Jonathan Magallanes.
So it's 4th down for the Lions. And Patterson able to come up to reception. And the 1st down as well. So now the clock stops temporarily. Lions only have 1 timeout left. Satcher. And gives it to Durham. Shakes off a man. Still going, and then finally knocked out of bounds at the 36. So he gets out of bounds, which stops the clock. Gives Lions a little bit of breathing room between offensive plays. Satcher looking for Richard, and he gets out of bounds. These Lion receivers doing a good job getting out of bounds, which stops the clock. And again, just allows the offense to not really have to rush between plays. So Satcher firing downfield and looking for Richard, but just unable to come up with a completion. So, and a holding penalty is going to back up the Lions. Thatcher rolling out. And he finds Jorgensen. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They're down in 7.
Third down for the Lions.
Thatcher looking for Jorgensen, a little bit behind, unable to connect, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So 1:45 left to go here in the ball game. Lions down 2 scores.
4th and 7 Lions.
Bringing up 4th down here. Satcher looking, and he's got Durham diving forward, and he's gonna have enough for a 1st down.
Durham tackled by 28.
And there's an injured bloodhound on the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the Lions.
Who threw that? It wasn't even the line judge. Who was it?
And folks, there was a penalty for ineligible receiver downfield on that previous play, and the Lion fans are not happy about it.
Our boys can't run that fast. They can't get down the field that fast. It was a 3-step drop. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey. It's impossible. It was a 3-step drop. You've got to be kidding me.
So 4th down and long now. Satcher rolling, staying on his feet, and finally gets out of bounds. And there is another flag down on the field. And it's against the Lions.
These are the same boys you just flagged for going downfield. They're so tired.
Middle school.
So 4th down and a mile here. 1:30 left. And Patterson able to make the completion, but short of the 1st down.
We didn't get the 1st down. Why flag that? I mean, come on. That's great. On a 3-step drop, we were downfield. Our kids are exhausted. Two of them got cramped up.
Nice awareness.
And they're going to take a knee here. They're going to let this clock wind down. Final minute.
All right, big guy. Hey, you were a reporter right here at Auburn, you know that.
Yeah, Florida's so man, you so any place Auburn kind of possibly in Auburn.
And there's the kneel down.
Where's the game? It's in Auburn?
And that will do it, folks. The final from tonight's game here in Brownsville. The Bloodhounds 28, Lions 13. Folks, thank you all for joining me tonight. This is the most people I've had watching me this entire season. I appreciate you guys trusting me to give you the best coverage I can. Again, Apologize for any issues that we ran into. Some clarity between if the picture can't, if the video seemed out of focus or blurry. Part of that was probably on me. Another part is just I'm not, when I do it back at home, I'm on an Ethernet cable, so hardwired into the internet here. I'm just using cellular data, so that's going to play a part into it. But again, thank you guys for sticking with me. The Lions will be back at home next week, and I will be back to my normal setup. Thank you guys, and have a good night.